what did you write in your copy related to such questions, like which are related to technology and how it is?
Very specific that right what how the cyber dome is going to help us in cyber security, and second was how biotechnology is helpful for the farmers, because that is a very safe strategy, not to quote any specific things in the questions which you do not have an idea. For the questions like biotechnology, I adopted integrated approach, like biotechnology for the farmers before they harvest, biotechnology farmers when the crop is in standing position, and biotechnology in animal rearing, biotechnology in very different aspects of integrated farming. So that I wrote, I addressed each and every vertical, and I think that is the best strategy, because addressing different verticals gives a shape that you cover topic in comprehensive way. Secondly, you are not leaving any points behind, and thirdly, you do not have to care about the length of the answer. Your 250 words get filled up in that. So I think that quality of content, as well as the points that you mentioned, the structuring of the answers matters a lot in such questions.
Definitely, structuring and your multi-dimensionality and the coverage. These are the three requirements to leverage good marks from the examiner. Now, one more area which is very crucial for India's internal security, because this year I think a question related to insurgency in Northeast is asked.
Yeah.
So in these sections, did you prepare some maps, or like to draw like this is Nagaland or this is the area where insurgency is being observed, or you just write down the things in the copy?
Yes, sir. So the question was regarding the porous boundary with respect to Myanmar, I guess.
Myanmar,
and that was very apt question to draw a diagram, because you just draw northeastern part of India and you show how the border is porous and what are the impacts. Like there is extortion business going on in Northeast. There is human trafficking in Bangladesh as well as Myanmar border. The golden triangle, I guess, it is there for the drug trafficking. So you just show it on the diagrams, and that gives a very good representation that you are covering, and that saves a lot of space, that you do not have to write these things in multiple paragraphs. You just show them by the diagram. So definitely, in such very specific questions, drawing a diagram is a good strategy, and that gives a very good representation to your answer copies. So that was my strategy regarding this.
I think one must practice at least India's bordering states prior to writing the examination. Okay, now coming to paper 4, which is very good and which is very, ethical. What was your approach for both these sections? That is the questions related to terminologies and the case studies. What was your approach as a whole?
So ethics, the very fact that ethics is very subjective, that is why the strategy for GS4 is very subjective. Mine was, I'll explain it in two verticals. One was theoretical and one was case studies. So for case studies, I used to make templates, like I made 3 templates for any specific case study. I will introduce with over broad issues involved in case study. Then I will hit the bullseye and address the question. And in conclusion, I will put what qualities I require to solve the issue involved in case study. Then other template was regarding introduction with any current affair. Then again hitting the bullseye and the question, and then writing a positive optimistic conclusion. So these are some templates which I made. For the theoretical portion, sir, many a times students neglect the content issue, and I think that contents do matter a lot in theory ethics, because how well you have understood the concept, how simple your definition is, and is definition yours truly, that makes an impact. Because I made each and every syllabus copy point, I made my own definition, some of my own experiences, example to be quoted in the answers, some of the examples from the leaders like Mahatma Gandhi ji, Martin Luther King Jr. So these leaders' life experiences, I related them with syllabus copy point. And one thing which I made, that I take out examples of some IAS and IPS officers also.
Yes.
With their batch number. That gives you impression that you are respecting the bureaucracy, and you are very well aware about the what things are happening in the Indian bureaucracy. So that was also my strategy, to collect the various case studies as well as examples for theoretical part of ethics.
Yes, very rightly pointed out, Mandar.